Looks like a pretty bad one. So oh yeah. Owls across the street. So let's walk around the Pizza Hut here. So yeah, that looks like a bad one. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I'm not gonna jaywalk. Yeah, it looks like a bad one there. Yeah, I guess I do need to cross because they got him sitting on the ground. He could be injured or he could be DUI. Now they have that looks like a detective's unit, huh? The unmarked there. Yeah, this guy's either been injured really bad or he's intoxicated. He's kind of out of it. He's way out of it, man. Yeah. So, how the hell did they end up like that, though? Interesting. But you have you have the Fontana PD are out here. This is the school police right here. Yeah, see, this dude can't even sit up. But it could be an injury from the accident. He could have a head injury. He could be handicapped, diabetic. So we're not going to say he's intoxicated. I said he's either injured or possibly, I don't know if I said possibly intoxicated, but we don't know that he's intoxicated. Like I said, it could be diabetic, could be head injury. But he is definitely out of it because he keeps leaning over and he can't even sit up straight. This guy's telling him, just hold on a minute. He said something about police officer. Yeah, I think this dude's going to get arrested. Yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe he has a head injury. We don't know. So let's not make a prejudgment. Man, this guy's out of it. I hope he doesn't have a head injury because there's no ambulance here. Oh, yeah, look at him. He just passed out. There's no ambulance here. Was he even involved? He may not have been involved. He may have just been a guy who's walking down the street. So we don't know that either. But he's passing out on the sidewalk. I hope he's not, one of these vehicles and was injured. Because there's no ambulance here unless they're waiting on an AMR. But he's out of it, man. Oh, Johnny 5-0, by the way. So I haven't said it yet. Johnny 5-0 was live streaming tonight, and he was on a call with he was recording an alleged victim. Apparently she said something about not wanting to be recorded. And Johnny says his shotgun mic picked up the officer saying, he don't care about that. He's just going to record you anyway. And Johnny got into a shut the F up. Did a Johnny 5-0 on him, and told him to quit being a douche. And they had an unpleasant conversation. The cop told Johnny, quit agitating, which is a lead-in to 148A, because then he'd say, okay, now you're obstructing me. Or causing a scene. Now you're causing a scene. 415 noise. Something along those lines. So whenever they say stop agitating or don't get angry, that's a lead-in to the cops getting ready to hem you up. Oh, he said, you respect me, I'll respect you. Well, they have his driver's license right there. He just called him by name. So yeah, he's probably one of the drivers. I hope he's driving the black car, I believe. There's your AMR, but they're not coming over here. Huh. This is checks cash, check into cash, where you get your pay advance. Used to be a arcade. They had video games here, and we used to hang out here. This is, I think, where my sister met my brother-in-law. It was an arcade here with video games and stuff. We used to come in here and hang out and play video games and go over to 7-Eleven and get a big gulp. Okay, so he called him another name now. That dude can't talk to you. Maybe he is handicapped. Or I don't know. Why would he be driving in that condition? He said you were in a car accident. Al should be recording. Or maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe he has one of those chest mic cameras. He's over here messing with his mask or something. Yeah, this is where you want to record, right here. Oh, here comes AMR. Oh, it doesn't look like they're in a hurry. Okay, he's telling him what happened. He was trying to turn. I hope he doesn't have injuries. AMR just went by twice. Is he handicapped? Is he... I know I keep asking those questions, but I'm just thinking out loud that this guy is out of it. What? AMR has come by twice. Oh, he is, yeah. He just said, you said you were intoxicated? That's what he just... Oh, yeah, he's intoxicated. He just told him he was intoxicated. And he asked, how much alcohol have you had to drink tonight? He should not be talking. He should say, I would like an attorney present before answering all questions. I'm not going to say anything because then it becomes 148A obstruction, his investigation, obstructing his investigation. But he should exercise his Fifth Amendment rights. Not Fifth Amendment, but you know what I'm saying. Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to have an attorney present before any questioning. First drink at 4 p.m., last drink at 6 p.m. What the fuck did he drink? 2 pints of vodka in a half hour each? Dude, he's out of it. He's not going to answer your questions. But, like I said, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to have an attorney present before any questioning. So, and I won't yell it out. I know some cop watchers yell that stuff out and tell him, but even though the cops may be violating their Miranda rights, it's also could be construed as 148A obstructing if we start doing that, or delaying if the guy stops answering them and looks at us. So I normally don't yell out like that, like some cop watchers do, because it is technically, it could be a violation of 148A. But me standing here like this, talking to you guys into my microphone, I'm exercising PC 148G. Photography and videography alone cannot be deemed a suspicious activity. So they can't say I'm obstructing nor delaying by just standing here recording and narrating. He said, what time do you go to bed and what time did you wake up? He's asking him a lot of it. This dude is answering a lot of questions that he shouldn't be answering. He should say, I would like to have an attorney present before you question me any further. Because you're allowed to say that. All you have to do is give them your name, your date of birth, your CDL, because he said he was driving, so CDL. And then say, I would like an attorney present before I answer any further questions. But when yeah, he shouldn't be answering questions. He's going to make him do a field sobriety test. Look at this guy. He's going to make him do a field sobriety test. How in the world are you going to make this dude do a field sobriety test? He's going to fall and smash his face. He said, are you willing to take this test? No, it's not are you willing. Are you physically able to take this test? I think he's doing all this for the camera. But the thing is, this guy shouldn't. See, people, you have to be educated and you have to know your rights. That includes your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to have an attorney present before any questioning. So you guys have to know your rights. God, this dude's intoxicated. This is not good, guys. This is not good. I didn't expect it's been kind of a busy night, but like I said, there's been about 2 or maybe 3 cop watches that I just didn't upload because I had the one in Colton that was kind of stupid. The cops, I don't know, they went to some festival, talked to a guy, then they drove across the street to the Welcome Inn in Colton, and then they came out and talked for 5 minutes, and I walked off. Then I had the one in Rialto where I just missed them searching the back of the car, and then they were waiting for an 1185. That was nothing, so I didn't upload that one. I just did upload the one of the arrest in Rialto for the warrant where the 2 cops stepped in front of my camera. Not directly in front, but they stepped in the line of sight in front of the officer, in the line of sight of my camera. That was so I couldn't record the actual cuffs going on. So I walked over to the side so I could film the cuffs going on and stuff. Not that the officer would do anything wrong, not that he would hurt the guy, but if the guy complained and said, yeah, you broke my wrist bone, they can look at my video and see actually how the handcuffing and whatnot was done. And you'll get these cops that say, well, I have a body camera. Yeah, but nationally we've seen where body cameras are inoperable, or body cameras are turned off, or body cameras are never initially turned on. So body cameras don't always work properly, or they're not operated properly. My camera is always running when I'm on a traffic stop. Now, if you ever see me edit, people are like, but you edited stuff. Usually, and probably almost always when I edit something, it's usually the monotonous waiting. Do 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 do. That's usually what I edit out, because you guys don't want 10 minutes of 2 cops sitting in a cop car talking. He said under California law you have to submit to a test, which is true. You have to submit to breath or blood. You do not have to submit to the field sobriety test. You only have to submit to breath or blood. Okay, he just said that. Yeah, you can tell them you don't want to do their calisthenics. But you cannot say you don't want to do breath or blood. You lose your license right away and you'll be taken in. And they could get a warrant, search warrant for your blood. And I could be a little off on my terms. Maybe not a subpoena, but, but if you refuse, then I'll have to research on the search warrant for the blood. But I think they do. They can get, like, if you're too intoxicated, they can get, like, a search warrant to have your blood drawn. Dude can't even sit up, and you're asking him to answer you. Always do breath, by the way. Always do breath. But on that note, and on the other side of the coin, I have zero tolerance for drunk drivers. If you drink and drive, zero tolerance. I have no tolerance for that. But on the other side of that coin, always go with breath. Because if their machine's not calibrated correctly, then you beat the machine. So, because they'll ask for the calibration, and you never know. They may say, well, the calibration expired 8/22/2020, and the judge will go, it's September 4th, dude. So there you go. But if you ever get put in that situation, you're wrong anyway, because zero tolerance for drinking and driving. Yeah, this guy's tore up from the floor up. He's going to do blood test. He just nodded. So he's going to do a blood test. So what they'll probably do is have the, what do they call him? Phlebotomist will come out and draw blood. They stopped taking him to the hospital because of coronavirus, but they'll have a phlebotomist will come out and draw blood. He asked not to tow the car, so they said we can park it. Alright, so yeah, he said we could park it for you, the car. They're going to tow that car. There's no way they're going to park it. They're towing that baby. That car is getting $11.85. Okay, so they're going to have him have a seat in the back of the car for the nurse to come out. So we'll wait for the nurse to come out before we finish this. Oh, truck. Okay, so this guy is driving the truck. This guy is driving the truck. Just got a confirmation on that. So is he trying to turn into Pizza Hut? And smashed into that car right there? That's what it looks like. So confirmation he is driving the truck. So I guess he was trying to turn into Pizza Hut here. And they said they could park the truck. So they're not going to tow the truck? That's a new one. They're not going to 1185 it? I've never seen that before where they have a DUI and they don't tow the car. Fontana must be getting soft. Oh, they are going to 1185 it because he said he said lock it up and I'll take the keys. So we're going to put him in the back of the car. I'm going to pause it here until the phlebotomist gets here. He said nurse, But I don't think they're going to send an RN out here. They might send a CNA, but they're not sending an RN out here to fucking draw blood. That's too much overtime. Oh, they're going to tow the black car. So they're not going to 1185 the truck. That's interesting to me. So, yeah, this dude's passed out, man. Now, the other thing, too, is if he isn't able, because of intoxication, to make a decision, I'm trying to think of the word, then he can say, I don't remember saying they could draw blood. And he just nodded anyway, but which meant yes, but he could say he was so intoxicated that he didn't know what he was saying. That's a defense. That is a mitigating circumstance. They were going to do a field sobriety test on this guy. They were going to do a FST on this guy. This is going to be a really long video too, by the way. So I'll probably upload it, or you're going to be seeing it on Saturday. It's Saturday right now, of course. But it's Friday night is when I recorded it. But I'm probably not going to upload it till later. It's going to be so long. But so you guys will have to watch this while you're having breakfast or something, or lunch. Wifey is in the hospital, just to let y'all know. It's nothing too serious, but it all stems from her gastric bypass. Because when they did the gastric bypass, she got the ring. And it's a fairly new procedure. It's like a metal ring. So you know they do the gastric bypass and they put it on the sleeve. That actually could stretch, and people, you know, they gain. You've seen people get gastric bypass, lose weight, and then they gain it all back. Well, she got a thing called the ring. The ring is a metal ring that's put in there, and it can't stretch because it's a metal ring. And so she'll never gain the weight back. She'll always lose weight, and that's how she is. But in doing that, she got an aneurysm on her spleen, I believe it was. Yeah, I believe it's her spleen. She has an aneurysm. And so she's having some issues, so she's back in the hospital. So I wonder, they're not accepting visitors because of Corona. They said no visitors. I'm like, really? They said, yeah, but, you know, she could let you know how she's doing. So she's probably asleep right now, but I don't know. I miss her already. So I'm sans wifey right now, and I get back home. Oh, shit. Yep, he shredded the front of that car. Literally shredded it. That was a nice car, too. Nice little compact. I don't know, you could put a new front end on that and redo it, right? Yeah, you could put a new front end right there. So is that big guy over there Dad with the mask on? Is that Dad or brother? He looks like an older gentleman, so it's probably Dad. So I raised the camera because a girl just went by. A couple girls just walked by. And she needs a front porch for that swing. I remember I said that once about a cop. I said, wow, that cop's really cute. And somebody commented on my video and said, "Shame on you. You are married. You are not to be doing that." I'm like, I can't look? I would never cheat, by the way, on my wife. Ever, 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 ever. So after this, I'll start heading home and do cop watching on the way home. It's like Officer Coley in Hemet. I did a traffic stop with him where a guy had, I don't remember if it was expired registration or expired driver's license, but Officer Coley gave him a break. I think it was probably a registration since he let him drive off. But he said, you know, I just told him to get his registration. That's right, it was registration. He said, I just told him to get his registration renewed. You know, I didn't want to tow it. Because of COVID-19, he's not working. You tow his car, now he's got to pay tow fees. He's got to pay for the impound. Because that's the way California law enforcement agencies work, is you pay for the impound at the police department, and then, oh, he's going code 3. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was going code 3. I'll walk across before he gets in his car. So I guess they are going to 1185 it. Yeah, I thought he was going code 3. I think he is. Yeah, he is. Right? Or is he blocking the road? No, he's going somewhere. Fuck, and my car's across the street. Yeah, he's going somewhere. He ran too. Shit. I didn't hear what it was. Oh, the tow truck left. Yeah, the tow truck left. So they're not going to 1185 his car. His truck, I mean. They parked it. He's still going. I'm going to go down there and see what's going on. We don't really need to wait on the phlebotomist. But because this dude, he's drunk. He's going to jail, I'm sure. But they're not going to 1185 it, probably because of COVID-19. Nobody's working. Nobody has money to get their car out of hock. I'm going to go take off, see what's going on. Let's go see what's going on, guys. Thanks for watching.